And we are live from Morgantown Ice Arena. I'm your host, Quinn Kuski, alongside of my partner, Nick Kinzel. Nick, big rivalry game here, West Virginia, Pitt. What are your three keys for the game?
Absolutely. First off, it's going to be a very exciting matchup tonight. The three keys to this game, number one, West Virginia get out to that early lead, because we've seen in games prior this season, they fall behind early and then they're in that comeback mode. Got to try and stay away from that. Number two, they got to prevent the counterattack. Pitt, very counterattack-like team, so they got to try and prevent that. Number three, this is West Virginia and this is Pitt. Got to stay disciplined in this one, because this is going to be a very exciting matchup, though.
Yeah, you want to win that physical battle against the Panthers, because they can play a physical brand of hockey, but so can the Mountaineers. The key is you can't get overly emotional. Don't take that dumb penalty. Don't cross-check someone after the whistle, because I've seen so many games between these two teams that something like that can be a deciding factor, and you don't want a dumb penalty to be the reason you lose this game.
Absolutely. This is my first West Virginia Pitt game, so I'm looking forward to it, and yeah.
Should have players taking the ice here very shortly. We'll get into our starting lineups and, of course, the national anthem. I do have the starting lineups for both sides here for you. For West Virginia, starting in goal is Jake Huff. At left defense, they have Justin Hickey. At right defense, they have Jeff Stokes. At left wing, they have Steven Peripsky. Center, they're starting with Nick Grandy. And at right wing, they have Patrick Graham. For the Pittsburgh Panthers, in goal, number 35, they have Grant Lindsay. At left defense, they have Ryan Lobus. Right defense, they have Jack Kinsella. At left wing, they have Austin Tomkovich. At center, they have Alex Crilly. And at right wing, Olda Viras. Definitely, there's some veteran play there from the Pitt side. I was looking through their lineup that they're going with tonight, and there's a lot of names on there that I recognize from previous years. You can hear kind of that crowd getting into it immediately with the Panthers taking the ice.
Yeah, the Panthers are getting a very warm welcome inside this Morgantown Ice Arena tonight. Here come the Mountaineers.
I think we're going to have a very action-packed start to this game. I think it's going to be physical. It's going to be fast-paced right off the opening drop. With a lot of different matchups, you see teams that, they'll kind of have that feeling out process for the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes of a game, sometimes a little bit longer. But with these two teams, there's a lot of guys on both of these teams. They know each other. They don't like each other. And they know each other well.
Absolutely. I think this first period is going to be key to the game right here. Like we talked about in our three keys to the game, got to try and get out to that early lead. Try and put the pressure on Pitt as most as you can early on in this one and not fall behind.
And if you're West Virginia, you can take advantage of having a pretty good-sized crowd here tonight at Morgantown Ice Arena. If you can get them behind you quickly, it doesn't even have to be a goal. It could be a big hit right away, something like that. Just get this crowd into the game as soon as possible. And you get their momentum behind you. Don't fall down early, because if you do, you might lose this crowd, and that's worst case scenario. Take advantage of what you got to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen it a couple times this season where they fall behind big early, and it's just really hard for them to come back in those types of situations.
Yeah, I got to call the game last week with West Virginia taking on John Carroll. And I got to say, one of the biggest players that I noticed that I didn't know coming into this year, one of the new additions to the team, Grotta for West Virginia, was everywhere on the ice. He really felt like that perfect two-way defenseman, almost like a Brent Burns style of player, where he's just as big of a threat to score as he is to take your head off.
Absolutely. Grotta, he's been a scrappy player all year long. He's been fun to watch. And my big guy, it's number 57. That's Nick Grandy. A couple weeks ago, I believe it was against Westchester. That game went into overtime, and Nick Grandy, he really got this crowd fired up with the overtime winner.
And here we are just moments away from puck drop. And one last thing I wanted to highlight, West Virginia goalie Jake Huff. Last week against John Carroll, he let up one of the weaker goals, I think, of his career, and it really seemed like it lingered with him. It was a dump in from just pretty much the red line, and it just took a weird hop right in front of the crease, snuck by him, and he let up a couple soft goals later on in the game, and I think a lot of that was a direct correlation with just he was in his head about that. It's been a week now. You'd like to think it's behind him. You got to hope that's not lingering.
Absolutely. Jake Huff, he's been a phenomenal goaltender all season long for the Mountaineers. A couple times he's come in relief for Ben Gruber a couple times, but really he kind of keeps the Mountaineers in these games where they do fall behind early. The score could be a lot uglier if Huff wasn't in the net. I look for a big game for out of
without a doubt
tonight.
And here we go. We are underway in Morgantown as the Mountaineers win the opening puck drop. Hickey plays it ahead, and it's played forward by Graham, where it's taken across the line and offsides. 9 seconds in already. Quick physical play. It was an immediate offsides, and you could feel that power right away.
Absolutely. You saw that Pitt defender right there try and lay that hit in. It's going to be, I would love to see what the hit totals are going to be after tonight's game.
Oh, for sure. Pitt winning that draw. They're bringing it into the zone now. And they're offsides. Eventually, you got to think one of these teams will figure out how to enter a zone, right?
You would hope so.
Surely we can't spend, 60 minutes in neutral territory.
They're getting scrappy on it already.
Grandy walked on the draw there. Pitt brings it in, fanned on the shot. And now a shot into the glove of Huff and a big hit along the boards right as the whistle blew.
Physicality. We are 24 seconds into this game, and we've seen some pretty big hits here so far. This has got the feeling there's going to be a hit parade tonight.
Oh, yeah. Stokes there with a bit of a body check as he moves the puck along. It swings around the boards for Hickey. Hickey forks it forward, and now it's backhanded along, and West Virginia regains control. There it is chipped into the zone by Grandy. He goes and gets it himself. He leaves it off there for Peripsky. Peripsky swings it back around the boards, and it's taken now by the Panthers. Pitt works it ahead. They try to dump in. That one chopped down, and now recollected by Bolduc. Bolduc sends it back around the boards. West Virginia making a change. They try to win that race still. Unable to do so. Pitt gets to it first. Mountaineer forecheck hard on that one. Almost forced a turnover, but now Pitt's coming the other way. Bodies tumbling to the ice, and West Virginia regains possession. That one played ahead now for Jones. Jones trying to work it along the boards, gets a little bit of help, and he finally has to retreat, and West Virginia will flip it ahead. Pittsburgh now with it behind their own net, nearly turning it over, but the Panthers able to retain possession, and now they work it back into neutral territory. West Virginia with it back. They play it along the boards looking for Jones. That one just off of his stick. And now it comes free to be cycled back by the Panthers. And now they accelerate through center ice and they'll dump it in. And icing will be the call. It's a close icing.
Pretty close call.
West Virginia here, they've caught Pitt with some tired legs on the ice. You want to win this draw, get some sustained possession now.
Yeah, put the pressure on them, especially in a moment like this.
That puck goes into the far side corner. Both sides battle for it. The Panthers come away with it. Now they play a cross-ice pass. It's flipped ahead. That one's going to go all the way down onto Huff, and he will just cover up for a face-off. West Virginia really hitting one of those keys that we talked about pregame. They're limiting that Pitt breakout. They're so good at forcing a turnover in their own end of the ice and bringing it all the way down and quickly. West Virginia doing a good job to limit it so far.
Yeah, so far so good.
That puck comes around behind Adaming, almost mishandled it right into Huff, and Huff's able to drop a glove on it and hold for another draw.
Yeah, that one was a little scary there. I thought we were really close to seeing a disastrous little opening goal there for Pitt.
Adamick on the draw here. He's got Eisel and Stauffer on his wings. And now it's taken by Eisel. Eisel's got some burners. He sends it around the boards. takes a bit of a bump. Player's helmet comes off, and unlike the pros in college, that is an immediate stoppage in play. West Virginia now with Viernway on the draw in the offensive zone. Viernway wins that draw to Murphy. Murphy to Jukas. Jukas tries to deflect it on frame, and it goes wide. Now it comes free for Viernway once again. Little battle for it right at the blue line. Pitt comes away, and they play it down. Racing for it and getting to it first there is Beraliski. And that one now flipped along by Beraliski. Lost in the skates, and away with it comes Murphy. Murphy with space. He takes a shot, but fans on it. Now popped back in front, now around behind again for Murphy. Murphy plays it up to the blue line. There it's collected by Hickey. Hickey plays it back down to Viernway. Viernway looks to cycle around for Murphy. Viernway takes back possession in the corner.
What a golden opportunity that would have been there for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, it was a good back check there by Pitt. I think their defenseman got just a hint of Murphy's stick as he went to pull that trigger.
We're 3 minutes into this period now, and I don't believe...
There's the first dumb penalty. Right there, a bad board on Pitt. That's going to be a West Virginia power play.
That's huge because we're just over 3 minutes in this game now, and I don't believe the Mountaineers have a registered shot on goal yet in this one. So they got golden opportunity here. And one of our 3 keys to the game right here, jump out to that early lead.
For sure.
And keep that foot on the gas.
Yeah, and it was a good little burst of momentum there from West Virginia that came off of that partial breakaway there for Murphy that has led to Pitt taking a penalty.
Absolutely. Let's see what the Mountaineers can do here.
Bit of a false start there on the draw. And they'll drop it again. Molesky on the draw here for West Virginia, and another. They're going to. Wow, is that the far side ref? I thought the far side ref was about to toss Molesky from the circle. I'm not sure what that stoppage was for. This time, they actually dropped the puck, and West Virginia has it. And a big shot from the point into the glove, and held a bomb there from Grant.
You like to get more chances like that. That was a beautiful off of the face-off shot there for Cam Grant. Like to see more of that.
West Virginia with Grant and Watson at the point here on this power play. Molesky wins that draw again. It's gloved back, and we will have a stoppage for a hand pass.
A lot of whistles here early on.
Yeah, definitely an interesting start to this game. It's really hard for either team to kind of build up any momentum when you have to stop every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Face-off won by West Virginia. Molesky absolutely dominant in the draw circle. Won 3 face-offs right there in 20 seconds. That one off the glass, up over Watson. Huff plays it off for Watson, and he'll gain possession now as he sets up behind his own net. A favorite spot of Max Hedges, West Virginia alum. And away goes Molesky. Molesky plays it off the board strips and levels a man.
Big physical hit right there from Jake Molesky. You'll love to see it. He delivers
another good hit. Now back across the point. A shot for Grant goes just wide. Molesky with it now.
You like to see that. You saw the crowd get into those hits a little bit there. Feed off of that.
Back to the blue line now. Watson. Watson fakes a wind-up, passes off from Molesky. Now across the net mouth. Grant with a shot, and that went off the blocker. Grant buries a man into the boards, and that will be a penalty upcoming on West Virginia. But here comes Pitt the other way. Delayed penalty. Pitt still with it. The net's empty, so it's even strength at the moment. And now we have a stoppage. Grant might have taken a second one right there in that corner.
Yeah, that's something you don't really like to see there. You just had all that momentum for those huge hits. You got the crowd into it. Take a penalty like that. And now you're going to offset here. 4-on-4 hockey coming up. You see the crowd doesn't really like it that much, but got to be disciplined here early on. Because that was a golden opportunity. That was a good-looking power play up to that point.
Molesky there was jarring with Orbaugh of the Panthers as he was coming off the ice. Orbaugh was the guy that he leveled back on the other end, and I guess he didn't like it too much. It was a reverse hit too, which you love to see. Molesky had the puck, and he's the one that delivered the punishment. Now 4-on-4 for the next 40 seconds. Pitt with it in space. West Virginia able to pull it away, and with it there now is Grandy. Grandy plays it ahead, where it's collected by Hickey. Hickey cranks it around the zone. Going after it there is Stokes. Stokes sends it back to center ice. And they're slightly misplayed by West Virginia. And it's back in Pitt possession, but a good defensive play by Hickey, and now he's going the other way. Hickey trying to set something up for himself. Just too many Panthers there in the way, and it comes back free. Now with it's Grandy. Grandy looking for some help. Finally gets it there in the form of Stokes. Stokes sends it around the boards, and now Murphy's in after it. Murphy lays a bit of a hit there in the corner, but the Panthers still have possession. They work it ahead, well defended there by Grotta. Send aside that stretch pass. Grandy comes away with it. He's going to send it all the way down, but on frame, no icing. I'm sorry, the scoreboard is off. It is now a Pitt power play.
Okay.
Yeah, Pitt is on the power play for the next minute 20. Our scoreboard is still showing time on the penalty clock for the Pitt player, but that is out. It is a 5-on-4 at the moment. So an abbreviated power play here for Pittsburgh. They bring it into the zone. Look to cycle it out in front, but a good defense by Berliski. And now a shot out in front, a couple tries, and a rebound, and they score. The Panthers there taking advantage of chaos out in front. Nothing much Jake Huff could do. He was surrounded by Pitt players, and eventually one of them found the puck in that scrum and found the back of the net.
Yeah, not a lot Huff could do there. We just go back to it. We wanted to see the Mountaineers jump out to that early lead. That's not going to happen, and that really came off of the Pitt power play right there. The Mountaineers were on the power play, and then they took the penalty, and then Pitt scores on the power play. Here, not what you like to see.
They failed to check off 2 of the 3 keys there in one fell swoop. They didn't get on the board first. Undisciplined play led to that, and now it's 1-0.
Yeah, I don't really think they liked our 3 keys.
They clearly
to the game
weren't listening.
There. I think the Mountaineers they just like the comeback mode. I'm telling you, all the games I've called this season, it's like they're always in that comeback mode.
They just like to come out in the third period to that Rocky soundtrack and get amped up and come back from down 5.
Absolutely.
That's the West Virginia mentality.
This will be huge here to see how they respond after that goal. So you definitely don't want it to get worse. You don't want to see Pitt put another one on the board here. So let's see how they respond here.
They are back to even strength. It's not as much of a momentum killer as an even strength goal. It was on the power play. But here we go. Back in play. Bolduc with it now. He's able to slip through a couple Pitt forwards, and he delivers a shot. That one blocked off before it could get on frame, though. Now back at the point with it is Grandy. Grandy sends it around the boards. Coming in there to help was Graham, but it slips by him, and away come the Panthers. Pittsburgh through center ice. Solid hit there, as that was Bolduc taking his man out of the play. Now banked off the glass ahead by Peripsky. And the Panthers have it in center. They'll send it all the way down, where it's collected by Bolduc. Bolduc fighting off a bit of a Pitt forecheck, and now bodies tumble to the ice as Peripsky comes away with possession. Peripsky takes a hit, and Pitt's back with it now. Trying to pull it away is Watson. Battle now in the near side corner. The Panthers come away, and they send it up to the point for a shot into the chest of Huff. Routine save, and a bit of physical play after the whistle.
As physicality is really continuing to ramp up here. This is something we really expected, though. This is West Virginia. This is Pitt. It's going to be a very physical game tonight, and in the first 7 minutes, we've really seen it.
And that physicality is leading to a lack of offense on each side. I'm looking at the shot board right now. It is 3-1 in shots in 7 minutes. That is not a lot.
I'm not sure if that's correct right now, because I think the Mountaineers have a bit more than one shot. But yeah, really.
Even if it's incorrect, that's still a low shot count for sure. Pitt bringing it up now through center. Panthers with space. They take a shot, that in on Huff, easily patted aside. Now Jones with it. Jones looking to play ahead, that one broken up. Now Stokes delivers a hit. Jones with a good back check there, sends it free into the corner where Hickey will go after it. Hickey buried against the boards. And Stokes delivers a solid hit, and away with it comes Molesky. Molesky plays it ahead for Jones, hits the linesman, but that works out as Jones has it. Jones looking for space, sends a shot in. That one patted aside by Lindsay, and now a shot from Molesky. I don't think that one got through. Pitt trying to make a play, but with it is Hickey now. Hickey plays over for Molesky. Molesky just sends a shot in from center, and the Pitt netminder Lindsay will play it along. That one in to neutralize. Grotta with it, and offsides there will be the call as it was gloved down across the blue line.
It's like more people are starting to file in. That's a good sign.
Yeah, this building's winding up pretty packed really quick. This place might get loud if the Mountaineers pot one. Beraliski plays it ahead there for Adamick. Adamick unable to stay with it. That one comes free, and that one now sent all the way down. Eisel settles it. Adamick tried to pull a shot there from the slot, unable to do so due to some pressure from the Pitt defense. Cycling over for it there is Grotta. Grotta pinned up along the boards on a solid hit. And West Virginia entering the zone offsides once again. You almost start to wonder if all of these offsides are a side effect of this physical play. Players are almost hesitant to cross that blue line in fear of getting hit, and it's leading to their linesmates going offsides. With it now are the Panthers. They swing it around the boards. Still with possession, that one up into the glove of Murphy, who sends it back into the zone. And West Virginia looking to get it on the forecheck, but a good breakout there from the Panthers, and here they come the other way. And a good check there from Stokes to gain possession, at least for the moment, as it's battled for in the corner, and now coming away with it is Murphy. Murphy flicks it ahead. He was looking there for Viernway, and a high stick is the call, a stoppage in play.
So honestly, you take that goal away, this has been a very even matchup to this point.
Yeah, very even at even strength.
Very even at even strength. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And even that goal, the power play goal that the Panthers got, there was really just nothing Huff could do about that. So yeah, very even matchup right now.
Panthers with it, they play ahead. There it's stopped by Grant as he backhands it along, looking for Jukas, but a bit too far. And the Panthers come up with it. West Virginia trying to make a partial change there. They got a few guys off the ice. But now a 2-on-1 potentially developing for the Panthers. A shot in on Huff, rebound up in the air, and it kicks free into the glass. Murphy with a hit now, and a battle for the puck. Both teams with two aside in the far side corner. It comes free. Murphy plays it along, and he swings it ahead there for Graham. Graham goes cross ice for Jukas. Jukas making a good move, but he's depossessed. With it now is Graham. Graham winds up and lets a bomb go. That one patted aside. Graham goes after it now in the corner. It comes free for Grandy. A shot from Jukas. That one doesn't go through. Beraliski with a shot from a sharp angle. That one on frame, but easily patted aside. And now the Mountaineers with it once more. West Virginia just dumping it into the zone. Going after it right there. And it comes free into the far side corner. Both sides still duel. Poripsky now getting a bit of help, and it comes into the netminder Lindsay, who will cover up for a draw. I was trying to think who's really winning the physical battle right now. I think in the force of the hits, it's West Virginia, but in the number of hits, it's really close.
Yeah, very even right now.
Both sides battling for it. It comes free. There it's sent all the way down and around by Beraliski. And Pitt will get to it first. They work their way free. And there it is taken by Watson, who just tries to get it back into the zone, but the Panthers the only team in that zone, and they'll regain possession once again. Panthers with a beautiful breakout of the zone and a monster hit. West Virginia laying the lumber in the form of Hickey.
Just as you said, in terms of physicality, this is West Virginia right now.
And Pittsburgh with just a wild shot from the blue line. Huff screened by his own guy, and it winds up going in.
What a shot that was.
Yeah, right
oh
up,
my goodness.
Top cheddar, right where Mama keeps the peanut butter.
Top cheddar, what a shot that was right after that big hit laid by the Mountaineers. And this is really not what you wanted to see here. You did not want to see Pitt go up 2.
You could see from Huff there that shoulder shrug. He was telling his defense, he's like, y'all screened me. I couldn't even see it. Because even though it went in the corner, that's a really far out shot. That's a routine save for Jake Huff. And he just couldn't see it coming in.
Really, yeah, both these goals, there's just nothing he could really do with either one of them. But now the Mountaineers find themselves down 2 here. So they really got to try and get that pressure back on. They really got to try and find it back in the net here before this period ends. Got to go into that locker room with some momentum.
Well, if there's a line that could do it, it might be this one, as Jones has it off the draw as he sends it around the boards, and a pass out in front from Molesky gets blocked away from Henry. Henry now pulls the trigger on a shot. Now they try to send it out in front, and that one winds up deflecting around behind, where it comes free to the point for Hickey. With it now is Henry. Henry trying to get past, and now it comes to Jones. Jones down low to Henry. Henry swings it around the boards, and that one sent out in front by Molesky, but everyone misses it, and it comes all the way back down to the West Virginia end. Few bad miscues there from West Virginia. That was a great play by Molesky, doing exactly what you're taught, and just no one gets a stick on that puck.
Yeah, absolutely got to get a stick on that. Keep that one in the zone. Keep the pressure going.
West Virginia coming back out with that top line of Murphy, Jukas, and Viernway. Definitely the most experience on that line as well. Huff covers up, and there will be a face-off over to his left with 8 to go in period number 1.
It's still, even down 2, I still feel like the play is still fairly even. Like, Pitt's gotten a couple, I don't want to call them luck goals, but...
The first one was a good power play goal. The second one, a very fluky goal.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the Mountaineers are still very much into this game because the play is still very equal, but they just got to try and get something going offensively.
Right now, they need to get this puck out of the zone. Pittsburgh knocking on the door again. That one winds up flipping up and out of play. Faceoff should stay in the West Virginia zone, and it will. Now off to the right of Huff. Mountaineers making a line change. Adamick on the draw here. Adamick tries to win that draw over to Grant, but it's taken by the Panthers. Pitt sends it around behind. Both sides race for it. Isel gets to it first, but Pitt able to depossess him and send it back around. The Panthers from the near corner work it into the slot, and it comes right off the stick. And now a shot up off of Huff. Big rebound. And another shot. That one blocked. A good block there from West Virginia in the form of Adamick.
Yeah, Pitt's really putting the pressure on right now.
Panthers with it around behind. From Gretzky's office. A pass out in front. And now it comes back to center, and the Panthers will make a forward change, so they'll just dump it in. Huff looking to push the action, maybe try to take advantage of this change, comes around to play it. West Virginia with just a errant pass. I don't know what the target was there, but icing the call, and it will come back to the West Virginia end.
This last minute and a half, I'd say, it's just been all Panthers right now. And now, with the icing right there, they got fresh bodies on the ice.
And this Adamick line's been on the ice for about a minute 15. There's no way that they're the defenseman, too, this whole group has. And a big shot there from the Panthers. West Virginia needs to get possession and get off the ice. Grant trying to gain that possession, but the Panthers still have it. A pass out in front, and a backhand try. Huff gets on top of it, and he's able to hold for a much-needed whistle. Grandy on the draw to the right of Huff. Grandy wins that draw. He plays it ahead, and now going after it are the Mountaineers. One comes free. Watson defending, and a shot in on Huff. Routine save. Pittsburgh with it around behind. They send it out in front. Now back into the corner. With it there is Grandy. Grandy looking for some help. Gets it in the form of Watson, and now a duel along the boards. The scrum comes free, and the Panthers have it. They send it up to the blue line, but an errant pass comes out, and all the way down it will go. Peripsky in pursuit. The Panthers still with it. They send it up and all the way down. Now a race for the icing. Pittsburgh's going to win that race. Icing waved off. Now both sides battle in the corner. Some skates get tangled up. Puck winds up back at center ice, and it's flipped in again. We're going to get it will be Watson. Watson with it behind his own net. West Virginia making a change. Both sides changing, actually. Now Watson plays it ahead, looking for Molesky. It skips over his stick, and the Panthers send it back down to Watson. Watson sends it ahead once more, and it just looks like the West Virginia and Pitt defenders playing catch there for a little bit as we have a stoppage for offsides. It's like father-son bonding time between West Virginia and Pitt.
Just having a catch-out back with Dad.
Pittsburgh trying to enter the zone. That one comes free, and it's Hickey with it. Hickey fighting off the back check there of the Panthers. He sends it around looking for Jones. Jones in after it, but the Panthers get to it first. And it kicks up and out of play. Another stoppage, but a good hit there by Pitt right before the whistle.
Absolutely. I would love to get a whistle count for this period so far.
It's been a lot. As we puck dropped a little after 8:30, probably closer to like 8:40. And it is now 9:10, and we still have 5 minutes to go. So I mean, it's been about a half hour, and we're only 3/4 of the way through this period right now. Pittsburgh with it along the wall. They look to get out of the zone, and a monster hit there from Stokes. And now West Virginia's with it. They send it along for Hickey. Hickey sends it down and around the boards. Adamick goes after it, decides to go for the man instead of the puck. But Adamick gets it on his tape, and it comes free to Hickey. Hickey with a shot from the blue line, deflected on goal by Isel. But now it rings around and comes all the way down, and West Virginia with another one of those undisciplined penalties. Just a bad trip behind the play. You don't want to see it. You don't need to take that trip. You're 200 feet from your own goal. And now a power play upcoming for the Panthers with 4:27 to go in period number 1.
Yeah, it's not really what you wanted to see there. Definitely not what you wanted to see there to close out this first period.
Already down 2-0. This becomes a must-kill penalty early.
It's got to be. And really, all season long, this Mountaineer penalty kill has been very strong. Granted, they've taken a lot of penalties this season.
They've gotten a lot of practice.
They've gotten a lot of practice. So, yeah, like you said, though, it's got to be must-kill here because you cannot go down 3 heading into that locker room.
Molesky there almost was able to generate a shorthanded chance, but his pass off the mark for Murphy. Now Pitt back in the other way. They've got it off to the left of Huff. They send it back around behind. Grata regains his stick and now applies some pressure. Pitt with it at the blue line. They work the far wall. And now into the face-off circle, staying along the wall, and that pass up to the blue line, gloved down nicely by Pitt, and they control once again above the face-off circle. Shot through traffic, deflected aside, and it rings the top of the boards, and Berliski plays it all the way down. Good save by Huff there. That puck changed directions a couple times on its way into him.
Absolutely. Mountaineers are doing a good job so far here on this kill.
Here, West Virginia, you want to try to stop this zone entry, but Pitt with a routine entry and a pass across the net mouth. Huge save by Huff, and the net's off its moorings.
What a big stop that was right there for number 30. Just as I said, the Mountaineers were doing a great job on the kill. The Panthers just had a great opportunity to make this 3, but number 30 comes up huge.
That's that Pitt counterattack almost that I was talking about. They are so good at using all 200 feet of the ice, and they came screaming into the zone. I think it almost caught West Virginia off guard. They weren't ready to see that much speed as Pitt entered the zone, and it led to a great opportunity. That shot deflected up into the air. I believe that was Grandy that got his stick on it. Faceoff will stay in the West Virginia zone. 51 more seconds to kill. Faceoff there, taken by the Panthers. Now a pass across. Hickey applies pressure. It goes back down low. And they work it around behind the net and back up to the blue line. Now a bit of catch to the faceoff circle for a shot. That one blocked off and cleared away. Good play there by Bolduc. Grandy coming down and applying some pressure on a forecheck. And now Pitt looks to work their way back into the zone. They make entry and bring it around behind. Virenway looking to gain possession for the Mountaineers. 15 seconds left in the power play. That pass goes across Hickey and after it. Hickey pinned up along the boards. Pass back to the blue line for a one-timer. And that one blocked off. Big play by Bolduc. His second block of this shift. And that will kill off the penalty. West Virginia back to full strength as ISO comes out of the box.
Yeah, penalty killers did what they had to do. But now we got to try to get some offense generated here. I see on our board over there, only 4 shots have reached the target.
Now the Panthers working their way through center. That puck coming all the way down. Grant sends a stick up into the air. But the Panthers with it, a shot there off the mark, and it comes free to the far side blue line where it goes back around. Panthers looking to work their way through traffic, and a big hit. Molesky as Huff covers up for a draw. That's the same two we saw earlier. That was Molesky taking out Michael Orbaugh for the Panthers. That's the second time they've collided, and the second time Molesky's won big time.
Those two don't seem to like each other very much. So yeah, 2 big hits there by Molesky.
Molesky now on this defensive zone draw for West Virginia. He's been good in the circle tonight, and he is again as he wins it over to Stokes. That puck comes free past the stick of Jones, and Pitt regains possession, now down in the near side corner. They're a backhand out into traffic, and a big hit there from Hickey, burying his man against the boards. That one goes all the way around. The battle for it, poked along by Hickey, and it comes out to center with 1:23 left in period number 1. Pitt entering the zone. They take a weak shot in. Huff will just pop a glove on top and hold for a draw.
Yeah, if there's one department that the Mountaineers are really winning in right now, it's the physicality and it's the hits. They're just laying them on them.
It seems like every Panthers player that touches the puck gets tattooed for it. You know, and you might not notice it make that big of an impact in period number 1, but second half of period number 3, these players are not going to want to get hit anymore. Poripsky there. He's relieved of the puck, and the Panthers take it back the other way. Pittsburgh enters the zone. There, a toe drag and a shot. Big save by Huff. Backhanded back into the slot, and it comes free to the blue line for a turnaround drive. That one going wide of the cage. Panthers still with it. A shot deflected. Rebound try. Now a wraparound, pass out in front, and somehow through all of that, the puck comes all the way down, and West Virginia staves off that attack.
That was incredible work there from Huff right there. That toe drag, that was a beautiful shot, but Huff came up with an even more beautiful save. He's keeping him in the game right now.
He is. 15-4 in shots right now in the favor of the Panthers. Only 2-0 on the scoreboard.
That has got to be the number one thing going into the locker room for the Mountaineers. Is they gotta.
West Virginia with a chance for Virenway! And somehow Lindsay with an incredible save keeps that one away.
That's really the first time he's been really challenged tonight.
Got a stoppage in play there. I didn't quite catch what caused it. Not sure if it's a penalty or maybe it was just another hand pass. Yep, it was a hand pass on West Virginia. That's why they're not allowed to make that change right now. Crowd getting into it here in the last 10 of this period. That chance from Virenway, while it didn't go in, it gave West Virginia momentum.
That's what they got to work on. This is still a very manageable, winnable game. Just got to get going on offense here.
Yeah, West Virginia, you go into the locker room down 2-0, but you kind of got this crowd going. You got some interest right there in that last 15 seconds of the period, and that's exactly what you needed to do. You know, like you were saying, they needed to generate offense. It might not have been a goal, but they generated offense, and that was enough to hopefully give them some momentum coming into the second frame.
Absolutely.
All right, for Quinn Kuski and Nick Kinzel, we will be back for the start of period number 2 on the West Virginia Hockey Network. And we are back at Morgantown Ice Arena for the start of period number 2. Quinn Kuski here alongside of Nick Kinzel. West Virginia, they're trailing 2-0, but if you look at that shot board, it could be a lot worse.
It really could be a lot worse, but I liked what we saw there to close out that first period. They got a good shot opportunity. It wasn't a goal, but like we said, that kind of put some pressure on there. Hopefully went into that locker room with a little bit of momentum, because that had to have been the number one thing they talked about, was got to generate some offense here, because you're only down 2. You can't afford to go down anymore.
Yeah, you got to be. If the next team that scores in this game could really, in a sense, almost decide it, because if West Virginia drops 3 to Pitt, they're really a solid team defensively. They won't turtle, but they'll kind of pull back into that shell a little bit, and they're going to make it really tough for you to get opportunities.
Absolutely. So let's see what they dial up here for the second period. I think the first 5 to 10 minutes are really going to tell a lot here, and like you were saying, really could be whoever scores next. They could be the ones in control here.
West Virginia bringing out that third line of Grandy, Graham, Poripsky there on the draw, and they gain possession. Into the zone comes Grandy there, and good shot on frame.
All right, that's what we like to see. 8 seconds in, already getting a shot.
No line changes, only been 8 seconds. Face off now to the right of Lindsay. Grandy once again on the draw, bit of a false start. Ref says my bad. And that face-off won by Grandy, but he sends it all the way down past Hickey. West Virginia will have to retreat. Hickey with it now. He plays it across for Graham. Graham to Grandy. Grandy enters the zone. Going after it there was Grandy, but chips up over the wall, out of play. Was it maybe a high stick? Stoppage in play is the point that matters. Offensive zone draw for the Mountaineers. Jones here on the draw, taking it in place of Molesky. Looks like that setup's going to be, he's trying to win this face-off to Molesky. I'm going to guess Molesky's going to kind of walk it to the high slot and pull the trigger if it works. And it does! Molesky with a shot, and it gets blocked off. He's unable to put good wood to puck there.
What a great opportunity that would have been.
Great design there from West Virginia off that draw.
Hey, you absolutely called that one.
Oh, and a high stick. That's going to be a penalty. And a stoppage in play. Molesky took one right in the face coming around behind the net.
Do they do that in college? He draws blood? Are they gonna put 4 on that?
Usually, yeah, but it's not too often a high stick draws blood because they got that bird cage.
Oh, that is true. Yep.
It can happen, though. Sometimes that stick can come up under the cage or under the fishbowl.
Either way, this is
huge chance.
This is exactly what you want coming out here to start the second. A golden opportunity here on the power play.
Face-off there taken by West Virginia. Now a battle for it along the near wall. Coming away with its Grandy. Grandy lays it off at the blue line for Baraliski. Baraliski goes back to the point. And that pass from Graham off the mark. And going back for it is Bolduc. Bolduc banks it ahead. It's taken by Grandy. He lays it off. And Baraliski cycles back with it, looking for some help. He drops it to Bolduc. Bolduc sends it around. And into the zone come the Mountaineers. Baraliski with it. He passes down low for Graham. Or sorry, that is Jukas. Jukas now leaves for Graham. And now a battle for it along the wall. And it kicks free and will go all the way down where Bolduc will retreat. Bolduc with a long lead pass there for Adamick. Adamick enters the zone. He backhands it around behind. Trying to win that race is Jones. And a good stop at the point as it's sent across. And now down low. I'd like to see a shot there off of that pass.
Absolutely. I would just like to see a shot on this power play in general.
Yeah.
They have yet to generate a shot on net.
West Virginia from their own end, looking to start a breakout. They can bring it across center ice now into the zone. Molesky with it. Molesky sends it across the net, mouth chopped down, but A little bit too much sauce on that pass. Jones now settles it. West Virginia with a chance to re-enter the zone. Jones does so. He lays it off for Molesky. And it comes free where it's taken by Adamick. Adamick back to the blue line for a shot through traffic on goal. Lindsay never saw it, but he was in position. Now an errant pass gets intercepted by Pitt, and off they go the other way. Pitt with a shot there. That one, good back check, blocked off.
Yeah, not a very effective power play there for the Mountaineers. They get the late shot, but other than that, really nothing doing. Not really what you wanted to see there.
No. The player on the ice right now without a glove. There's one just sitting behind Huff. Oh, and a bit of action. I think you saw it there, Nick. What was going on there on that far wall?
Oh, those two were just going at it, and then finally, don't know who that is down there for the Mountaineers, but he just took him to the ground. We're going to see who this is here in a second. Is that Hans Watson, number 9? It was Watson. He took him down. They were kind of just going at it there a little bit, and then finally Watson had enough, and he just took him down.
Looks like no one's going to the box, which surprises me a bit.
No one's going to the box, yeah.
West Virginia now with it from their own end. That pass intercepted by Pitt, and here they come. A shot into the chest of Huff, and he makes the save. Big bailout there from Jake Huff.
Almost a costly turnover right there, but Huff comes up huge.
Another draw here off to the right of Huff. Face-off won by West Virginia. Murphy winning that one. That one comes free to the blue line. Jukas applying some pressure. And now Murphy with possession. Murphy looks for Viernway. Viernway chips it along. But back on it is Pitt. Murphy banks that one off the glass. It comes in on Lindsay. Lindsay tries to play it along, but Viernway with it, and an errant bounce out in front almost led to a goal for West Virginia. Now Pitt back up the other way through center, and a big hit at the blue line. That's Hickey with another monster shot.
Well, that's one thing that transferred over from the first period. The hits keep coming here for the Mountaineers.
There was Jukas racing into the zone, couldn't quite get to that one, and it's covered up by Lindsay for a draw. West Virginia here, offensive zone draw, right side of Lindsay. Grandy unable to win that one, but it comes free to the blue line where Baraliski plays it down. But Pitt able to retain possession. That pass just off the mark on what could have been a breakaway. Grada now bringing it around the boards. Poripski trying to stay with it, but now the Panthers have it, and they've got it up at the blue line. Shot through traffic, that one blocked, and now maybe a chance the other way for West Virginia. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Poripski trying to just play it around out in front, but never really able to get possession of that one, and a chance for the Mountaineers goes awry.
I just couldn't settle that one down. Otherwise, they would have had a very good chance there on a 2-on-1.
Grandy there with a big hit along the boards, and West Virginia back with it now. Grandy working his way down low, fighting off some pressure. Eisel looking to give him some help. He gets that help and is able to work it to the blue line where it's sent down low by Bolduc. And another big hit along the boards. West Virginia with it now and a scoring opportunity. Pass across the net mouth, and that one goes awry. Shot there blocked on Bolduc, and the other way come the Panthers. A shot there patted aside by Huff. Grant with it now. He looks to play it along. Now a mishandle, but the Pitt forwards gassed. They'll go off for a change. And now the Mountaineers try to work out of their own zone. They don't do so successfully. Shot through traffic, deflects up over the net. Grant plays it around the boards. Getting to it first there is Eisel. West Virginia able to get out of their own end now. After it there is Adamick, but the Panthers getting to it first will retain possession at center. And now a stoppage in play.
Eisel just delivered 2 hits there back-to-back. One down over here and then one over there. Physicality in the hits just keep tallying up for the Mountaineers. You'd love to see that.
And the longer this game goes, the more of a toll those take. Looks like that same draw set up here for West Virginia. Once again, one to Molesky. This time he passes across, and a pass across for Jones for a shot. Molesky rebound, and it stays on another shot. And a glove save from the defender for Pitt. What a play!
Number 2 for Pitt right there. He just saved a goal. That was incredible.
Yeah, big glove save, and it wasn't from the man in the pads.
It was not from the man in the pads. That was incredible. Man, terrific opportunity there for West
And it's not
Virginia.
done yet. Another shot out in front for Jones.
That's the pressure we want to see from them going forward here. Those are some great opportunities. Wow, number 2 for Pitt.
Yeah.
What a
That Molesky Henry Jones line look awesome out on the ice right now.
They just easily generated at least 4 or 5 scoring chances right there.
Jones looking to work his way through. Pitt able to take that one, and now they come away on the counter. 1-on-3 in favor of West Virginia, and that one into Huff, and he'll hold for a draw. And a bit of a run into Huff there. That's going to lead to some conversations in the corner. The crowd's starting a few chants off.
Little fan-friendly chants out here.
It's not something we can repeat on broadcast, but you might be able to hear it.
I think the West Virginia fans, I think they really like Pitt.
Yeah, they're clearly both schools great friends. West Virginia now sends it all the way down, and that should and will be an icing. Viernway, he was hustling. He almost won that race.
I like the hustle there.
Oh, they're going to say they shouldn't have blown that whistle. They're going to say Viernway won that race, and that face-off's actually going to come back to center instead of all the way down.
Excellent hustle.
Big play from Viernway. Now Hickey having to retreat to his own end to win that, to get to that puck. Tries to play for Jukas. Jukas takes his man out of the play. And now a pass across the net, shot in on Huff. That puck squeaked through the pads of Huff on that just seemingly harmless backhand attempt, but Huff able to at least redirect that puck to where when it went through, it went wide.
Yeah, that was really close right there.
Face off there, won by West Virginia. And a good move there to get by, and a pass ahead for Viernway. Viernway makes a move. He gets leveled. And now the Pitt player can't find the puck. West Virginia able to send it back down. After it goes Stokes. Stokes about to end a man. He's unable to get full contact, but West Virginia has it. Pass out in front, and a good defensive play there by Pitt.
Here they come the other way now. We got a potential 2-on-1
And now here comes Pitt the opposite way. And a great diving play there by Murphy. The captain puts the body on the line. That puck comes all the way back out to center. Pitt with it. This game is wide open right now.
The intensity level just feels like it's just amped up by 1,000 here.
Pitt with it around behind the net. They look to pass one out in front. That one blocked off, and Huff grabs it, and we'll have a stoppage. You can hear this crowd getting into it, and I think it's really energizing both of these teams right now.
Absolutely. The last about 4 minutes, I'd like to say, the intensity level is just through the roof right now. West Virginia's had some golden opportunities down here to score, and yeah, I love it right now.
Grandy on the draw here for West Virginia. Pitt wins that draw. Shot in on Huff, big save. And another solid shot along the boards. Now the puck comes free for Poripsky. Poripsky sends one up along the boards, kind of blocked off, and another solid hit from Grandy there. Now that shot up off the pads of Huff and out of play. Now West Virginia doing a lot better in the shots department. They only had 6 shots in period number 1. They're already at a 10 now, and it's only been 8 minutes.
Absolutely. They definitely received that message in the locker room, and they coming out getting some great opportunities. And yeah,
There a shot right off the draw into the chest of Huff, and he'll hold it for a draw. 3 seconds later, same draw, same spot. Once again, won by Pitt, and another shot. This one patted aside by Huff. And now the other way comes West Virginia. And they're going to send it into the zone, trying to get after it. It's Poripsky. Poripsky now looking for a pass. He finds that pass. A shot in, rebound try! And it's unable to find the tape of the Mountaineers on a very juicy rebound out in front.
They gave that rebound in Bolduc, number 14. He was just a couple inches from getting his stick on that one.
Now Pitt with it the other way. Grant's applying pressure. The Panthers with a pass to the slot one time through traffic, and it winds up around behind. Bolduc with it. He sends it ahead. And now here the other way comes West Virginia. Unable to do so is Jones, and Pitt's back with it. A shot down low, and a huge save from Jake Huff! Highway robbery with the glove hand.
He's had a phenomenal game. He really has had a phenomenal game. This is what Jake Huff brings to this Mountaineer team. He is keeping them in. He's keeping this game close. He's keeping this team in this game right now.
Well, if he flashes that leather, gives him a good little how'd you do, waving that puck in the glove at him. Now another shot from Pitt. That one goes wide. After it, there's Molesky. Molesky delivers a bit of a half-hearted check. Now battled at the far wall, coming away with its Pitt. Panthers with a shot, that one patted aside by Huff. Mountaineers with a good cross-ice pass, and here they come back the other way. There is shot, and right into the chest, and held by West Virginia, or by Pitt. Is again that Molesky, Henry, Jones line. The second they got on the ice, win the draw, come screaming down the ice, get a shot, and now they've got an offensive zone chance.
Easily been the best line of the night right here.
Face off, left off there for Eisel.
And it's only taken West Virginia 10 minutes to match their shots from the first period.
Now Pitt looking to come in the other way. They get it across the blue line. It comes free there where it's collected by Watson. Watson backhands one along. Gets a little bit of help from Grata. Eisel involved as well. And Molesky comes away with possession. Bit of a line change there for West Virginia. Molesky on the ice with Eisel now instead of Jones, I believe. Now Jones not on that second line right now. It's Eisel instead. There a shot from the slot. Rebound try. It comes free in the form of West Virginia possession. And now the other way come the Mountaineers and a breakaway try. Vierenway shoots it. He puts it wide. Jukas with it. Wraparound try. Vierenway trying to regain possession. Just trying to get it out of the zone.
What a golden opportunity that was right there. And he just sent it wide.
And icing there. Chaos in Morgantown.
Chaos in Morgantown right now. This second period has all the action, and they were that close to making this a one-goal game.
The fact that neither side has scored in this period is incredible. It's been non-stop offense for 10 and a half minutes, and neither side has put one in the net.
And I really think that goes back to our point that we said the next team to strike.
Well, it could be here. Oh, that pass just off the mark.
Right there. That next team to strike, it's really now looking like they're going to be the ones in control. But nobody's found the back of the net here because both goalies are having a heck of a game right now.
West Virginia looking to pull that out of the corner. Now Pitt coming in. It's a 2-on-2 scrum. And it kicks free around behind where it will be collected by Bolduc. Bolduc backhands one along. He's looking for Vierenway. Now it comes free where it's collected by Jukas. Jukas forks it along, but taken at the point by Pitt. Shot through traffic, doesn't find anything. And now Pitt works it around behind the net. They're a pass out in front, and they score. The Panthers work that puck around behind the net, dish it to the slot, and a one-time shot beats Huff, and it's 3-0 Pittsburgh.
That is an absolute momentum killer right there. You had Vierenway had the little mini breakaway there a second ago, shoots it wide, and now Pitt, they top on a third one. They always say a 3-goal lead in hockey is the worst one to have, but the way that it's just going to be a tough one to come back from tonight.
Still plenty of time left, though, for West Virginia. Can't rule them out yet. They're the comeback kids this year.
Hey, maybe this is what they wanted. Maybe they wanted to go down 3.
And now West Virginia enters the zone. Jones with it. Jones with a shot, and that one goes just wide, maybe catching the glove of Lindsey. Jones now deflects with another shot for Jones, patted aside by Lindsey.
You just got to credit Lindsey here. He's just having a phenomenal game for the Panthers.
Yeah, sure enough, Adamick now on the ice with Jones. It looks like Isel and Jones switched lines here this frame. Pittsburgh with it from their own end. That one gloved down at the blue line, shot into the glove of Lindsey, and he'll hold for a draw.
So you're down 3 goals now. There's still tons of time to play. It's just the real thing here is going to be the response here of the Mountaineers in the next couple minutes. Because, well, you definitely can't go down a 4th one, but got to get back to how you were playing just a few minutes before that, generating all those chances.
It almost feels like every time West Virginia gains momentum, Pitt scores. It was the big hits. Then immediately after Pitt scores, it was all that offensive pressure. And then immediately after Pitt scores. The Panthers out here playing the role of Dementor, sucking the soul out of West Virginia at every opportunity. Now that pass out in front. Huff thought he had it, but he didn't. Dangerous there, but the Mountaineers come away with it. That one's going to come all the way down, and it will be icing. West Virginia trying to retain possession off of that face-off win. Now it comes free in the form of Pitt possession. The Panthers work it out to the blue line. Now the Demon play catch, and it's chipped in down low around behind again. West Virginia looking to go the other way. That cross-ice pass intercepted, and it's as far out as neutral ice, and it will go all the way down where Stokes will collect. Stokes plays it ahead, missing Peripsky, and all the way down it will go icing. Offensive zone draw for the Panthers here. And they'll win that face-off. Now they just throw it into the slot. West Virginia able to pick that pass off and come back the other way. That one dumped in. The Mountaineers getting a much-needed change. And now Pitt with it through center. Panthers race into the zone. A shot patted aside by Huff. Now West Virginia with it behind their own net. Looking to start a breakout. A long stretch pass. That one just off the mark of Molesky. And Molesky gives a spray of snow into the face of Lindsey. Panther players not too happy about that one.
Definitely not. You can see some frustration here from the Mountaineers. As you saw Chris Henry there, number 55, give a little shove there after the whistle was blown down.
This is the line that's been popping off for West Virginia. There's a warning there for the Pittsburgh center. Molesky applying some pressure after the face-off loss. Now it's scrum for along the near wall. That one flipped up, should come away with Pitt possession. Does so, but only momentarily. Now Molesky. Molesky looking to dangle his way by and unable to make a move, and away the other way go the Panthers. They're gonna win that race, stave off the icing. And now Isel has it for the Mountaineers. Isel plays it down the boards. And all the way back down it will go. Huff nearly missed playing it there, but now he lays it off for Bolduc. Now a long stretch pass, glove down by Pitt. Looking for Molesky again. That seems to be something they talked about on the bench, because that's the second time they've just tried a bomb for Molesky. Now looking to re-enter the zone here is West Virginia. Isel stripped to the puck, but now regains it. Isel enters the zone. He takes a shot. That one sticked aside by Lindsey. Around the boards it goes. Bolduc unable to get to it, and there it is settled down by Henry. Henry backhands one along, but turns it over, and entering the zone are the Panthers. They'll just dump it around. Bolduc getting to it first, and he plays it aside for Adamick. And a good hit there from the Panthers. Atomic delivers some punishment of his own. And West Virginia keeps it, looking for Atomic once more. And now circling back is Grant to behind his own net. Grant plays it ahead, and that one now is going to be flipped up and out of the zone, but comes right back in with the Panther possession. Now it's Jones for West Virginia.
Looks like that friendly chance comeback.
And with a lot more force than last time. This one must have came after some Taco Bell.
I'd say so.
That went into the chest of Huff, and he will hold on.
We got a group of fans over there, up top over there. They've been giving it. They've been giving it all game long.
They're starting it.
They're the ones who start. Yep, they're the catalyst. They're starting it all.
It just brought back your high school chemistry. See how many of y'all remember the word catalyst.
Haven't heard that one in a while. I'll give you that. As chemistry was not a very great class for me. High school. I'll just say science altogether was not Nick Kinzel's favorite classes in school.
I was fine till physics. Physics killed me.
Oh, physics was the worst.
Stokes turns it over there. That was dangerous, but that shot goes high and wide. Now backhanded along by Murphy, but to the wrong team. And the Panthers try to re-enter the zone. Stokes kind of chips that one up into the air. It goes over the glass and out of play. Face off there, won by Pitt. Now it's taken by Stokes. Stokes tries to play it along, but he's blocked off. That one up into the air. The Panthers stay with it and keep it in the zone, and they'll send it around behind. A shot out in front. That one patted aside by Huff. And now the Panthers with it behind the net. They play it out, but to the Mountaineers, and West Virginia comes back the other way. With speed is Jukas. Jukas looking for some help out in the slot. He has Murphy, doesn't get a chance to pass it to him. And now West Virginia bringing in some assist there. A good pinch by Baraliski trying to keep that possession down there, but all the way down the ice the other way it will go, where Grata will blow a tire, but able to, from the ice, work it ahead to Jukas. Now a pass ahead, a good one at that. West Virginia enters the zone, but quickly possession taken away from Graham by the Panthers, and they work back the other way. Grata now with a good pinch, trying to help out. You can see that West Virginia defense pinching a lot more, trying to get that much-needed goal here.
It would be huge for them if they were able to get one back here before this period ends. Go down to the locker room, down 2.
And that dump out there from Pitt went into the West Virginia bench. Face-off should stay in Pitt's end and will. Face-off there won by the Panthers. Peripsky attempting to apply some pressure. And that one kept by West Virginia at the blue line. They dump it back in cross corner. Peripsky once again applying that forecheck pressure, but now the other way come the Panthers. That puck worked past Grant and now down low. And now a pass into the slot. That one blocked off. Pittsburgh still with it though. They send it up to the blue line. That one mishandled. It slips across the line. And now the Panthers will have to touch up to get back on sides. That puck in on Huff. He plays it off, but immediately turned over. A really bad pass there from West Virginia. And Pitt now has it once again in the zone. There, a pass out in front and a shot, and they score. A bad turnover there from Bolduc leads to that Pitt opportunity, and they capitalize, taking a 4-0 lead with just 1:42 remaining in the second.
Very costly turnover, and that is just what you could not have happen right there. This is now a 4-goal deficit we're talking about. And yeah, West Virginia, they played so well this period, and yeah, you hate to see it.
And that seems to be the story from almost every game this season for West Virginia. So many chances, so many opportunities, and just lack of them capitalizing on it. Like, you get a breakaway and the puck doesn't even wind up on frame.
It's very tough. It'll be interesting to see what they got for us here in the third period because, Hey,
the Cardiac Kids might give us a heart attack yet. There, a chance right across the net mouth. Unable to get to it, though, is Isel. Now a shot from the blue line from Watson. That one blocked, and painfully so.
That one looked like a stinger right there.
Now into the slot, and just unable to pull the triggers, Molesky. The chances are
You
there.
definitely can't say that they did not have their chances tonight.
Now a chance for Pitt coming back the other way. That pass just slightly awry on what was almost a 2-on-0. Now into the slot, backhand shot. That one goes up off Huff and out of play.
That's just one thing Pitt's been able to do. They've capitalized on their scoring chances. Can't even tell you how many great opportunities, A-plus chances the Mountaineers have had this period alone, and they just can't capitalize. And Lindsey, he is just playing a phenomenal game. He's playing a phenomenal game right now. They just can't. He's like a brick wall out there right now.
Back to the blue line. The Panthers send it into the slot. Now a few bodies tumble into the boards. And that one goes around those boards, where it comes free now for Baraliski. Baraliski blows a tire. Both sides scrum for it, and the Panthers come away, pass across ice, and the Panthers retain possession of it. Now it's around behind the net. Huff watching on, trying to figure out which side it's coming out on. And now maybe with a last-second counter effort here is the Mountaineers. They dump it into the zone. Chasing after it there was Jones. But it comes back free, and the Panthers have it once more as they cross through center ice. They're turned back over to West Virginia. They look to exit. Unable to do so. Retreating back is Baraliski with 6 to go in period number 2. They're going to try a long stretch pass. That one just deflected into the zone there by Stauffer. And that will do it for period number 2.
Very frustrating, to say the least, because the Mountaineers, they played well. They had their scoring chances. That's going to be the key in period number 3. Capitalize, because this one's getting out of hand a little bit.
Yeah, I almost feel like I'm an elementary school English teacher right now, and my kids aren't even learning to capitalize their names yet. I'm like, capitalize, capitalize, capitalize. You got to take advantage of these chances, and they're just not right now.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what adjustments will be made for the third period. But they've come back before, so we'll just have to see what happens.
Make sure you stay tuned to see if that comeback happens. I'm Quinn Kuski alongside of Nick Kinzel. We'll be back for the third period on the West Virginia Hockey Network. And we are back for period number 3 here in Morgantown. Quinn Kuski alongside of Nick Kinzel. West Virginia trailing 4-0, but they looked good in that second period, but they wound up losing that second period 2-0.
Yeah, second period, it was a big improvement over the first one, but they still gave up 2, and now they find themselves in a 4-goal deficit here. They got 20 minutes to come back. We've seen it happen before. I've seen crazier things happen before, so not ruling it out, but really they have got to capitalize on some of these scoring chances. That was their biggest issue in the second period.
Opening draw for period number 3, won by the Panthers, but taken by West Virginia. That one played across, Graham unable to handle it, and now he'll send it around behind looking for Stauffer. Stauffer has it stripped away, and back the other way come the Panthers. Pitt sends it out in front, and they score. A beautiful pass right into the slot, one-timed home. Not much Huff could do about that one, and it is a 5-0.
Well, 22
Pittsburgh.
Seconds into this period, they really put that final nail in the coffin there. I hate it for Jake Huff. He's played a phenomenal game, but there's nothing he could do there. That was a point-blank, beautiful, one-time opportunity. There's nothing he can do. That is not how you wanted to start this period off.
That was about worst-case scenario.
Worst-case scenario, really, yeah. Hate to see it. Now 5-0 here. See what the Mountaineers can salvage.
The fat lady isn't singing yet, but she's on stage warming up.
She is on the stage warming up.
Another solid hit from West Virginia, though. Grant going after it around the boards. He's able to send it away. Now with its Isel. Isel backhands one along. Still trying to gain possession there as West Virginia. Now Pitt enters the zone. Panthers working that far wall. Isel trying to stay with it. Now he backhands one along, but it's turned back over to the Panthers into the slot. Backhand shot patted aside by Huff. Pitt still with it now in the zone. Now it's coming around, and there it will be collected by Isel, and what should be allow him to work it out. He gets it as far as neutral, but turns it right back over. Racing in after it there is Bolduc. Bolduc unable to handle, and now a wraparound try. Huff able to get to it, but he just assumed Bolduc was going to get it. Bolduc missed the puck. It was almost a second critical defensive zone error for Bolduc.
Yeah, he almost didn't. Huff really didn't almost see that one there because he wasn't expecting it to be there. Oh, this has been a rocky first minute 20 seconds here of his third period.
Adamek on the draw here. He's going to win that face-off. There is taken by Baraliski. Baraliski's going to now accelerate with it himself through neutral into the zone. He passes for Adamek. Adamek with a shot, and that one catches the glass.
Another good opportunity there that they just can't put on net.
Grada now pinching down, trying to help. He sends one out in front. A little bit too much traffic for Baraliski. Now this puck down low. Baraliski comes away with it. He backhands it across. Going after it there is Grada. He sends it around behind. Now some bodies tumble to the ice, and the puck comes free where the Panthers will work it along. Panthers now winning the race to that puck in the zone, but a good effort there by Grada to get there and shut down a potential opportunity. West Virginia making a change. Pittsburgh works it into the zone as a result. Stauffer now off the boards, turns it over to the Panthers. That one deflects up and over the cage into the glass. Now both sides duel for it. And away with that puck comes Grandy. Grandy accelerating along the far wall into the zone. He takes a shot into the chest of Lindsay, and Lindsay will hold on for a draw.
I think he's got to be early candidate for player of the game tonight. He's just been phenomenal.
Yeah, some big saves, really from both goalies, but Lindsay on the better end right now of those big saves due to the scoreboard.
Brick wall.
West Virginia works it around behind off that face-off win. That pass out in front into the net mouth. Lindsay trying to keep it out, does so. It winds up back around behind for Panther possession. Watson with it up at the point. He sends it back down low into the slot now. West Virginia unable to pull the trigger on anything though. Now Grant, he sends it back around behind. That one comes free, looking for Graham there. Graham unable to get to it. And now through the chaos, Watson has it. Watson cycles back. He passes cross ice. It goes up to the point where it's collected by Grandy. Grandy sends one around the boards where it's taken by the Panthers, and they look to get out, but Grant says no. Now the Panthers finally with it in their own end, and they're going to look to escape the zone. A good cross ice pass there. That one will come all the way down. Huff coming out to play it, and he's able to work it away. And around the boards it goes for Grant. Grant now steps out, passes off to nobody, and the Panthers have it. Now back down it comes for Watson. Watson passes directly to the Panther defense. That one deflects off a Panther and goes all the way down, no icing. Now the Panthers from their own end. Both sides scrap for it in the near side corner. It goes up to the blue line, worked across. There it's collected by Hickey. Hickey backhands it around for Molesky. Molesky unable to get to it. Now Stokes pinches. Stokes wipes a man out, but the Panthers have it. Panthers now in a 2-on-1. That one backhanded across and a one-time shot. Big save by Huff. Hickey comes sliding into Huff. The net's off and a stoppage in play.
He's still made some very big saves tonight.
Oh, and a lot of conversation after the whistle.
Yeah, Huff still made some tremendous saves tonight. The scoreboard says 5-0, but without some of those saves, we could be looking at a much uglier score here. So still credit to Jake Huff. He's still playing a great game. At least I would say about three of the goals given up tonight are
absolutely not his fault.
Not his fault.
Huff still down, maybe a little shaken up here. I mean, that butterfly position for a goalie is very vulnerable, and to have someone slide into your legs as you're dropping into it. Looks like Huff is all right.
It looks like we're going on the penalty kill.
Yeah, I guess that scrapping after the whistle definitely initiated by West Virginia.
Oh, no, it looks like it offsetting.
Yep, offsetting Miners. They're probably a bit of a roughing on each side. And so to 4-on-4 will go. And off go the Mountaineers, but Bolduc offsides. And a stoppage in play. Face-off will come back out to center.
Well, the Panthers did what they really needed to do here to open up this period. They took the crowd out of it.
They did.
This place got real quiet after that goal here in the third to make it 5.
Puck controlled by the Panthers. That one's sent around for Bolduc. Bolduc works it into a place to shoot from, takes that shot, but it's patted aside by Lindsay. Now the Panthers have that pass deflected up and out of play. And a face-off from center with 1:32 remaining in 4-on-4 action. Face-off there, won by Pittsburgh. They win it all the way back to their own end. Now they work around the boards and look to break out. West Virginia with possession there, trying to make a move was Graham, but unable to do so. And it's taken back by the Panthers the other way. Now some rough stuff in the corner, but the Panthers stay with it. Around the boards it goes, where it's collected now by Watson. Watson, he gets taken down from behind, and the Panthers take it back. There a toe drag shot. That one a little bit deflected, goes up and over. Panthers still with it. A deflection in on goals, patted aside by Huff. And Pitt retains possession once more. Watson trying to apply some pressure there, unable to gain possession of it. Panthers stay with it. They're just cycling. You'd think they're on the power play. There, a shot into the chest of Huff.
I was just getting ready to say that these might be offsetting minors right here, but it really just looked like Pitt's on the power play right now because they're just dominating in terms of possession.
It almost seems like a lack of drive from the Mountaineers. There were a couple times there where they had a play to win a 50-50 puck battle, and the player that was going for it just decided to back off. It was like, you know what, I'm not taking any more contact in this game. It seems like the West Virginia players have already written this game off as over.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see as we see a Pitt player hit the ice there.
Now Isel pumps the brakes in the offensive zone, sends it cross ice, and Molesky unable to pull the trigger.
That'll still go down as the biggest problem they've had tonight. It's not pulling the trigger and not capitalizing.
Panthers with it in their own end. There's another solid hit. I believe that was Molesky again.
That is the one thing they've done well all night. They have definitely made Pitt feel very uncomfortable.
What is crazy is like Molesky's not a big guy and has delivered all of the monster hits in this game. Hickey's had a couple as well.
At least 3 or 4 of them tonight.
That puck worked ahead for Viernway. Viernway sends it cross ice, but through all the sticks and bodies, no one touches it. And now it comes around behind where Viernway will go back after it. There it pops free from Molesky. Molesky drops to Viernway and gets it right back. Now it's banked off the boards to Grant. Grant backhands it back down low for Molesky. And now grabbed by Viernway. Viernway works it into the slot. Now Grant passes along. After it there is Grandy. He'll let a shot go. That deflects off. And up and over the head of Viernway it goes, and Pitt will look to escape back the other way. They're going to send it too far down, and it will be icing on the Panthers.
So earlier in the game, we saw the crowd get really into it. And if you think the crowd energy was crazy for this, just wait until next Friday when Mountaineer basketball takes on Pitt at the Coliseum next Friday night. You just got to think that atmosphere inside that Coliseum is going to be incredible.
Yeah, that place is going to be popping all night. Yeah, this was almost like the appetizer of the backyard brawl.
Absolutely.
This was the opening act of the backyard brawl. Now you got some basketball coming next week.
So we got Act 2 for basketball, and then we got the actual backyard brawl for football is to open up next season.
Yeah, a lot of West Virginia Pitt matchups coming up. And I mean, in like the history of the backyard brawl, that rivalry was so great. That one, and then like in football, West Virginia's rivalry with Virginia Tech, like it dates back to the Big East, and that's something you would like to see come back. Like a yearly matchup between West Virginia and Pitt. West Virginia.
It would
Virginia
make
Tech.
so much sense for West Virginia with the conference alignments and everything to see West Virginia make a move to the ACC. Because what happens if West Virginia moves to the ACC? We get matchups like this on a yearly basis. We get the backyard brawl every single year, and I just think that would be a great thing for college sports.
Yeah,
with a rivalry like that.
The only sport right now that West Virginia does get that yearly backyard brawl is hockey, where West Virginia, not a part of the Big 12, they're a part of the CHMA, which is the division of the ACHA that Pitt is a part of. Now West Virginia working it in their own end. Comes all the way down, Huff settles it, and he's just going to drop the glove on it and hold for a whistle. Shot count is 20-34 in favor of the Panthers. Scoreboard, of course, still reading 5-0 with 11:48 to go in period number 3. A little bit of a false start on the draw there for West Virginia. Puck's down. West Virginia wins it. And Hickey has it behind his own net. Hickey works it around. Now he plays ahead looking for Jones. Now it's backhanded along by Viernway. You can see West Virginia making a lot of line changes. And a big hit there, and that's going to be a penalty. Yep, it was elbow came up without a doubt, and a penalty coming to the Panthers.
It's really the first big hit we've seen the Panthers make in a good while. It's going to cost them here.
Yep, elbowing is the call. He led right up with that elbow. Easy call for the official right in front of him.
Well, this is a good chance to just get in to break the goose egg here, get on the score sheet.
But what I was going to say, Coach Buckley making a lot of line changes. No, I think it's a scoreboard error. It is a power play for West Virginia. Because at the beginning of the game, it was Isel, Adam McStoffer. Then we saw Jones move down and replace Isel. And now Viernway has actually moved down to replace Stoffer, and Stoffer's up on that first line. So Coach Buckley almost using this as like some real game scouting to see if he can find a line combo that he likes a little bit more.
Right. You just got to find the line combo that works. And when you're down 5-0 in a game like this, it's a perfect opportunity. Switch some things up here, see if you can find something you like.
West Virginia there. That passing attempt got deflected, went up and out of play. Still got a minute 47 on the Mountaineer power play. Molesky in on the draw. Molesky wins it back to Grant. Graham with a shot patted aside by Lindsay. It comes free from Molesky. Molesky with a shot through traffic. And another solid save from Lindsay. He holds and some scraps after the whistle.
Saw Adamick right there. He little shoves there. He's got to be very frustrated right now because this goaltender, Lindsay, he's been phenomenal. He's reminding me of Jonathan Quick on the Kings like 10 years ago when that dude was a literal brick wall. This is what he's reminding me of right now.
I remember, I can't remember his name for the life of me, but the Bulldogs at the ACHA level, at the ACHA National Tournament, the Adrian College Bulldogs, they had this goalie. He was like 6'6", ACHA D1, and they were the 2 seed coming in, and they wound up West Virginia there with a chance on the power play. You might have to get back to that story in a bit. West Virginia looks like they might be having a chance on Flamin' a wraparound try. Another shot for West Virginia. I think that one hit pipe. Adamick with a drive, and it goes wide.
Chance after chance here. I did hear some iron there on that last opportunity.
Now Watson looking to accelerate into the zone. He brings it through center, breaks into the zone, but brings it in offsides. West Virginia has to retreat. Puck on Grant's stick. Grant going off for a change. Watson will come collect. Watson plays it ahead for Molesky. Molesky cuts back into the middle, turns it over, but Watson able to come make a play, regain possession for the Mountaineers. There, a good hit into the corner on Jukas. Now coming away with it is Graham. Graham looking for a passing option, doesn't see it, just cycles around behind and sends it up to the blue line. Watson plays it across for Grotta. Grotta takes a shot, that one blocked off, and Pitt will send it all the way back down. But so this Adrian College goalie, in the entire tournament of a 20-team round-robin tournament of the entire thing, he gave up 1 goal.
That's incredible.
And it was like in the second game, and then it was shutouts from there on out. His save percentage on the tournament was like a .997. Wow. He was unbelievable, and he was a giant. Because he was already like 6'6", 6'7". Then you put him on skates, it felt like he was standing at 7 feet taller than that. I think teams were afraid to put the puck on net because they're like, man, if we score on him, he's going to step on us. It was like playing against the freaking Hulk.
Oh, man.
This game back to even strength.
Looks like they were able to generate 2 shots on goal.
Murphy sends one out in front. Oh, that was a good chance again for West Virginia, but unable to do anything with it.
Story of the night right there.
Maybe luckily for West Virginia there in offsides, as that was a 2-on-1 development. 9:06 to go in period number 3. Scoreline remains 5-0 Pitt. Face-off won by the Panthers. They play it into the zone and around the boards. Huff looking for Lane. Dangerously so, but he gets it to Stokes.
Yeah. Nearly a costly
Hey, you're
turnover.
a Blackhawks fan. Now you can embrace my favorite term, a goalie turnover, when he's out of the net flurrying it.
What a rough year it's been for the Blackhawks so far. Oh,
That
my
was a
goodness.
monster hit.
What a rough year for the Blackhawks it's been with the story coming out. Oh.
Yep, and that's going to be a trip on West Virginia right there. Now Pitt. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. That would have been a 2-on-0.
Yeah. And on top of that, Blackhawks is playing absolute horrendous hockey right now.
Yeah, 2010 feels a lot more than 11 years ago.
Absolutely. Well, I got to see. 2010 now feels a little sour to me with everything that came out. But 2013 and 2015, those were some fun times right there.
Face-off won by the Panthers as they start their power play. That pass a little bit off the mark, goes out to the across the blue line. Now West Virginia maybe with a shorthanded try, but little mishandle of the puck, and the other way come the Panthers. Driving it on Huff, and a big shot, big save by Huff. Pitt still with it. Scrum in the corner, and that puck comes free and all the way down, where it'll be played by Lindsay.
What a great save that was there by Huff. Panthers had a great opportunity.
That was a lot of speed from Pitt into the zone. That seems to be the key for them on the power play, is just enter at a high pace, and they work their way in down low again. Pass out into the slot. I don't think that one ever found its way through to Huff. No one seemed to be able to find it except for a couple Pitt players, and they have it again. But a good breakup there. It was a good stick by Watson, and that leads to Grandy possession as he brings it in. Short-handed opportunity. Lindsay able to pat it aside.
And another big hit down over there. We got a Pitt
we got a player hurt and a penalty coming up. And now Pitt with a 3-on-1, passing around, and it's in the net.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
On the delayed penalty. Now, what is supposed to happen here is that 49-second penalty will come off the board because it was a delayed penalty, but a delayed penalty on a power play. Even after giving that goal up, West Virginia now still has 2 more minutes to kill.
Very unfortunate right there. Just a tough night for Huff. He's just going to have to eat this one.
Now, if you're West Virginia, is there any thought of maybe bringing in Gruber, letting Huff just take the rest of this one off?
He's taking a beating tonight. I mean, 7:13 to go in the game. Why not?
I mean, you could see like his reaction after that one wound up in. He was just sitting. He looks dejected.
That was another tough goal right there.
There's nothing he can do. It's a 3-on-1. They just played monkey in the middle and then popped it in the net.
So easily, 4 goals tonight were not on Huff. Not his fault
whatsoever. It's like that middle school game where you put the weird kid in the middle of the circle and threw his hat around. West Virginia with it, still shorthanded now, and they will be for the next minute and 45 seconds. Now a spin around shot, that one goes awry, and Vierenway sends it back up to the blue line. That pass off the mark, and the Panthers have it.
Yeah, this just goes back to they did not listen to one of our big keys to the game tonight, and that was discipline. They've taken far too many penalties tonight, and it has cost them a handful of times.
Yeah, interesting thing right now, Vierenway is without a stick. And he's going to get to the bench now and get it. That was a great job right there by West Virginia to keep possession down on this end of the ice wall, like a man and a half down. But now the other way come the Panthers, and that pass just slightly off and a good hit into the corner there. Down goes Jones. Now backhanded up to the blue line, more physical play. Now from the high slot, passed off to the corner, and that pass fanned on. Definitely a little bit of frustration there as that winds up being West Virginia possession.
Molesky just took a hit. Molesky just got dropped right there. And he was been the one who's been delivering the hits. Now he finally gets one back. I think they might have had enough of old 88 right there.
And now a long flip pass, and into the zone come the Panthers. And a breakaway goal. It was a great move on the breakaway. And another power play goal. Pitt with now 3 power play goals in this game. It's one thing if you're playing undisciplined hockey and you're playing a lot of shorthanded, but you're getting good kills. West Virginia is penalty killing right now at 25% tonight. Out of the 4 penalties that they have taken, that has led to a power play.
It finally looks like
Huff's like, I'm done.
He's done.
I'm out of here.
He looked so frustrated right there, and rightfully so. West Virginia, they just have not been disciplined well tonight.
No.
It's been really tough for them, but that last goal right there, the Pitt player, he was in the right place, right time,
good hit.
And then a beautiful finish. But yeah, not down 7. No need to keep Huff in the game, and Gruber comes in.
Oh, and a monster hit there. Bolduc just levels a man. Even at 7-0, the physical play has not stopped.
Oh, that's their way of taking out their frustration, right there.
We can't hurt them on the scoreboard. Let's hurt them in the face.
They've done a very good job of doing that.
Now Jukas, he gets taken off the puck, and the other way come the Panthers, and a good move in, and now they're on another breakaway. Now a shot patted aside. Well, man, usually as a goalie, if you come in cold like Gruber is, you want that first shot to be kind of a softie, have something hit your pads, feel warm. Nah, breakaway.
Yeah, breakaway. It was a good stick there, though, by Cam Grant. He made it difficult.
He took what was potentially a good breakaway and made it a sharp angle shot.
But yeah, welcome to the game, Ben Gruber.
Oh, do you think you were going to get a warm-up try? No, we just threw you in a volcano and have fun.
Are we going back on the penalty kill?
Yeah, West Virginia did take another penalty. The power play for Pitt right now is 3 for 4 on the night, and they're going to look to improve those odds. And a good shot there.
Just really did right there.
That pass takes a really strange bounce off a stick, but turned over, glove down. That shot goes wide. Pitt with it around behind the net now. They'll swing it around the boards.
What is that, the third penalty the Mountaineers have taken this period alone?
Yeah.
Very sloppy play here for them this period.
About 11 minutes left is when they took the first one. And they have played almost exclusively shorthanded, and we're down to 4:30 to go in the third.
Yeah, head coach not going to be too happy about this third period play here.
No, and Coach Buckley, I've spent quite a bit of time talking with him. He is a man that is very keen on disciplined hockey. I would say I'd like to be a fly on the wall in the locker room, but things might get thrown and I might get hit, accidentally. So not taking that opportunity, not taking that chance. Now back the other way comes the Mountaineers. Maybe a shorthanded opportunity here for Grandy. Grandy tries to make a move by, but loses it. West Virginia still with it. Grandy, backhand try. That one deflects out and around behind.
We're going to try and pull it.
Yeah, Gruber looked like he was thinking about
down 7.
Pulling.
That is a gutsy call, down 7.
Oh, now we have some scraps going on there off of the scrum for the puck. Grandy tied up there, and a few pushes, maybe some hands thrown. I was telling us Scotty Samples last week. I told him, I said, I feel like in those scrums like that after the whistle, everyone thinks that everyone's being mean to each other. No, I think they're discussing, what are the best spots to eat in Morgantown? What's going to be open after this game ends? We're kind of hungry. The players are like, I'll go check out DPDO. They're open till like 6 a.m. And then, and then maybe, little GPA discussion, check in, hey, did you do your bio homework? That kind of stuff.
Very interesting. Here from Ben Gruber. Oh, looks like we got the Pitt player sent to the box. So
we'll go to 4-on-4 here for 40 seconds, and then West Virginia will have a bit of a abbreviated power play. Maybe a chance to get that donut off the board. Bolduc over to Watson, back for Bolduc. Bolduc takes a shot, that one off the pads. The rebound comes loose in the slot. West Virginia just has not been able to jump on those juicy rebound opportunities, as now the other way come the Panthers. And a big hit around behind by Watson, but a dangerous pass. It's just slightly off the mark.
One thing I've noticed tonight is just the speed of the Panthers, especially coming into the zone. The speed of the Panthers has been unreal.
Oh, we got some fighting behind the play there. Isel with a bad cross check. That's going to be a penalty on Isel. And now a wraparound try. Gruber with a big save. And Isel, it's going to be at least 2 minutes. It could be more. But that was He gave him like 2 good cross checks while he was down on the ice there.
Just adds on to this frustration of the Mountaineers' third period here.
And so now you had just gotten on the power play just literally 4 seconds ago.
Like you were saying,
and now you're back to even strength.
It really feels like the last 9 minutes have been nothing but penalty kill for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, we have not had 5-on-5 hockey since the 11-17 mark of period number 3.
So yeah, pretty much this game's going to end on the penalty kill. We're going to have 50.
That puck winds up deflecting up and out of play. Face-off will come out of the zone, back into neutral territory.
So yeah, what looked like what could have been a manageable game here, the wheels came off here in the third period. Very tough one.
And so we got a minute 10 here of 4-on-4, and then it'll be 40 seconds of power play for the Panthers. Now Baraliski with it. He's trying to weave his way through traffic, has done so, and now into neutral territory. He'll pass off for Peripsky. Peripsky trying to stay with it, unable to keep that puck though, and back the other way come the Panthers. They look to start their breakout. Good breakout from the Panthers. They enter the zone. Grata though, not having any of that. Back up to the blue line it goes. Line walked and a shot in, saved by Gruber. Bit more pushing after the whistle. That one was, quick, easy, and done. It was, hey, don't touch my goalie. Yeah, my bad, bro. And we're done with it.
Not looking for any more trouble here.
Face off there, won by Adamick. Taken now by Hickey. Hickey plays across for Stokes. Stokes lugs it into the zone. He takes a shot. That one patted aside. Rebound out in front, taken by the Panthers. Now Pitt coming back the other way through neutral territory. That one well played by Hickey over to Adamick. Adamick leaves it off for Henry. Henry walks in. He pulls the trigger on a shot, and that one up into the netting and out of play. More words exchanged after the whistle. I mean, it's bound to happen. You got rival teams. It's a blowout. Things, emotions might boil over.
Very frustrated players here for the Mountaineers. I was gonna say for the gold and blue, but then over here you got Pitt also.
Yeah, similar colors.
Very similar colors.
Adamick trying to keep possession of that one, unable to do so. The other way goes Pitt. That one's going to come down and will be icing right as Pitt takes over on the power play. So now, that's probably best scenario here to help you kill this 40 seconds real quick if you're West Virginia. You don't want to go down to 8. It's bad enough as is. Let's not let in another one. And now it's only 40 seconds, and Pitt still has to break out and break into your zone. Now the Panthers have it, and they will successfully pull off that breakout. And almost a really good lead pass there. That one goes down. Both sides battle for it. Away with it comes Murphy. Murphy takes a shot, but able to get it up to Jukas. Jukas takes a shot there, and that one, I believe, goes off the pillows of Lindsay before kicking free back to Pitt possession. And the Panthers, with some nice crisp passes, work their way into the zone. Hickey pinches that one off, and it comes free to center, where it goes down to be taken by Watson. Watson now bringing it up himself. He gets it as far as the red line and dumps it down. Where Stauffer went after it, unable to play it though. We're back to even strength for the first time in over 10 minutes. At 5-on-5 even strength, I guess I should say. There, a shot deflects off the glass high over the head of Lindsay. That one way up into the air as some sticks tie up, and now the Panthers come back with it with 26 to go. There, a layoff, no one home though, and with it is Stauffer. Stauffer ahead for Murphy. Murphy unable to handle it, and with 13 left, Gruber's going to let it go. Baralicki has it, and he's just going to sit back and let the clock hit zeros. Final score, Panthers 7, West Virginia 0.
Yeah, that's a tough one. West Virginia just did not play disciplined hockey tonight. It really cost them. They just couldn't capitalize on the scoring chances either. It's a really tough one here to drop.
Yeah, undisciplined play and not a great power play as well, or not a good penalty kill. I guess I should
kill was
say.
not effective tonight.
And that is a recipe for disaster. And disastrous it was as the West Virginia Mountaineers fall 7-0.
Absolutely.
For Quinn Kuski alongside of Nick Kinzel, we will see you next time. So long, and let's go Mountaineers.